this unit, we're going to talk about forms and how you get data from your browser to a web server. And we're not going to spend a whole lot of time here on the Sketchpad today. So the first things first is what I want you to do is open a text file in your editor of choice and put some text in it. So I'm in my editor here, and I'm just going to add some text, kind of standard text. I saved this file as play.html, and the next thing I want you to do is open this file in your web browser of choice. So what we have here is the text that I entered in the editor here in the browser. Now if we were to go back to the editor and change something, change a word here, save it, and then go back to the browser and reload, you can see it live updates. So this is a handy way for kind of playing with and experimenting with HTML, in a real browser. And we're going to be doing a fair amount of this today. First thing I want to teach you about is HTML forms and the elements required to make them. So we have another tag called form, and it looks like this. And like many HTML tags, it has a closing form. We're going to go back and forth here between our editor and our browser and here while I'm explaining things. Okay, so let's enter this in our editor. Here we are in our editor. I'm going to replace this text with that basic HTML tag I just showed you. Form, close form. Okay, there we go. We're going to save this, and we're going to go back to our browser and reload the page. Nothing's there. Why is that? Because we didn't enter any content. I'll talk about the content that goes in an HTML form. There are a few things that can go in here, one of which is an element called input, which looks like this. Let's enter that in our HTML editor. Okay, now we go back to our browser and we reload this. Aha! Now we have an input box, and we can type things in this box. Pretty cool, huh? The input tag can take a couple of attributes, one of which is called name. And name looks like this. It's like all attributes. We have the actual attribute, which in this case is called name, and then the value, which I've written here in red. This can be whatever we want. Okay, quick quiz. What I'd like you to do is enter the HTML for an input tag whose name parameter is Q.